Hey everyone, it's October 14th, and that means that if today's your birthday, you share with serial killer Bobby Joe Long, known as the classified ad rapist, who murdered 10 victims in 1984, and that is him right over there. Long was born in West Virginia in 1953, and like many members of his family, had an extra X chromosome, causing him to grow breasts during adolescence. He was teased mercilessly by his peers until he had surgery as a teenager to remove 6 pounds of excess tissue from his chest. Long suffered multiple head injuries as a child, including being knocked unconscious while falling off a swing, and losing teeth and suffering a severe concussion when riding a bike, among others, and had an odd relationship with his mother, sleeping in the same bed with her until he was a teenager. His relationship with his father was non existent, and he didn't like the many men who his mother brought home in a series of short term relationships. He was able to find a girlfriend at age 13, and they married in 1974, having 2 children together. Long joined the Army shortly before his wedding, but 6 months later crashed a motorcycle, shattering his helmet with the impact of his skull on the pavement. His recovery from his most recent head injury revealed new personality traits, including violent rages and an obsession with sex, demanding that his wife service him twice a day while still masturbating multiple times. This was likely part of the reason why his marriage fell apart, getting divorced in 1980. They had moved to Florida, and Long terrorized Miami, Ocala, and Fort Lauderdale over the next few years, preying on housewives in a series of violent sexual assaults. He would answer classified ads looking for a handyman, then tie up his victims at knife point, sexually assault them, rob their homes, and flee. Long was caught, tried, and convicted of one such crime in 1981, but his conviction was overturned on appeal when a witness claimed to have seen his victim consent. That allowed Long to pick up where he left off, and he soon added murder to the mix. While his 50 rape victims were largely married women, his murder victims were prostitutes, runaways, or homeless, perhaps knowing that the police were less likely to care about their victimization. Between May and November of 1984, he strangled, shot, and stabbed at least 10 women, though there may be even more victims. Near the end of his murder spree, he picked up a 17-year-old girl who he let go after sexually assaulting her. She immediately fled to the police, but they were slow to act, and it wasn't until 2 weeks later, after he killed his final 2 victims, that Long was apprehended. He pleaded guilty to 8 of his murders and was quickly sentenced to life in prison. 2 additional murder cases were tried that saw him receive the death penalty. One of those convictions was overturned, so he was only set to be executed once instead of twice. While going through the appeal process, he accused prison officials of running a death pool, betting on when death row inmates would be executed. I don't know who had May 23, 2019 in the pool, but that's the date he was taken to the lethal injection chamber. Long's final meal consisted of roast beef, bacon, french fries, and a soda, and he made no final statement before the execution began. If this is your birthday, I hope you have a great day. Leave me a comment so I can wish you a happy birthday. If you know someone whose birthday it is today, send them this video so they can find out all about their birthday twin. And to Bobby Joe Long, I say, happy birthday, you bastard.